My friend Chris, what do you mean really? I buy a new scenery and I want to test it out. Hence, flying from two new airports, from Tokyo Haneda to Romeo Juliet Sierra Charlie. I don't know what the fuck it is. No, no, no. I wasn't saying anything. I mean, they look very nice. But what I was saying is that, oh, they shouldn't be. Okay, got you. Okay, yeah, yeah, no, no, no. I like it. I like them. 119.8. But you know what I really need to get? I really need to get vector data. Um, I don't like not having vector data. Actually, I hate it. I mean, for the coastlines, for everything. I mean, things don't look as nice because I don't have vector data for like you know everywhere, like the coastlines, the mountains, the bodies of water, the golf courses, all that good stuff. Like when I had orbs vector, and I flew like in Japan, for instance, it looked really cool because I had all the vector stuff and the textures. Like whatever vector provided. I don't know what that is. Like those nice textures and stuff, you know. You can run power lines or like we do roads or water bodies. I don't understand. What do you mean? Well, bottom line is that in the daytime it doesn't look the same as when I had the orbs vector. Nighttime, amazing. Daytime, not as good. So I was even considering putting vector back on or an alternative to have the pretty textures to go wherever they need to go. All right, so let's see. We have a fucking windy, very windy. Yeah, but then you have the textures, the orbs textures, and like the like when you fly in the middle of nowhere, like you have the I have a lot of like weird looking places that Vector used to fix. All right, so my departure is gonna be the I can see two departure. That's not gonna work. That is a true story, true racing. Yeah, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to restore the textures. Alright, so 140 is my V2. Maintenance, ground service. Let's go ahead and go APU on. $18,000. We have everything set. Well, no, if I open Skype, I will fuck up my YFS. 1, 2, 3. And then let's see. So weather control conditions, right? RJTT. It's wow. So it's pretty. So I'm gonna push back to the left. Actually, let's just go ahead and take the 16 right. It's closer to us. And then let's do the same departure. So push back to the left, please. Push back to the left. Motion platform is on. Oh yeah, that's because it's in my iPad. This new scenery by Tokyo for Tokyo Haneda, the Tektronic, whatever it's called, don't fucking buy it. They're using the full textures, the full buildings, the full runways, and they're charging like $40 for it. So my advice to you is don't fucking buy this shit. It looks like my dog's fecal matter. I just buy everything, and then I figure out if it's good or not. But this is not subpar. This is like double bogey bluff right here. Oh yeah, yeah. He's a real pilot. He's a man. He knew what he was doing. Well, my friend Yander, I have zero experience also. So in terms of advice for a career, I'm the worst person you can ask. What up, Mr. Vardy? How you doing, my friend? I'm doing amazing. Can't complain, as usual. Yeah, this is the kind of scenery that I install in order to uninstall. This fucking shit. So don't buy it. And of course, Sim Market has a 5-star rating on it, which is so fucking crooked. Fucking assholes, pieces of shit. They don't give a shit about the community. They just wanna make a quick buck. My God, what a fucking scam! This is like FSX default garbage. It's just fucking scam. I take a big shit and it looks nicer than this. It's like a scam. It's like FSX default garbage. Of course not. Well, at least now I know enough to tell people to not fucking buy this shit. No, no, I don't believe in refunds. You an idiot. You get ripped off. You fucking swallow the pill and move on. Either one. Either pill. Yellow, red, blue, you name it. Check.
V1. Rotate.
Positive rate. You're going up. My God, this airport looks worse than default. Oh, I'm so disgusted by it. And it is very bumpy up here. I really hope to God that I was supposed to put the scenery in the library and I didn't. That way I could feel a little better about myself. But I doubt it. Turbinator, my friend, thank you so much for hosting me. I appreciate it. Always welcome on my stream, my friends. You and your people always welcome here. Thank you again. I played the game Rio. I so surprised. What does that mean? What game do I play, Rio? And why are you surprised? Talk to me. Vegas Flyer. I'm going to FS Expo, and then from there I'm going to. Yes, yes. Technobrains. That's it. Technobrains, aka fucking piece of shit trollers. Yes, I'm going to FS Expo, and I'm going. After that, I'm going to Russia. I'm joining the Argentinian concentration in Moscow. Let's see. A ver, Tobinator, thank you so much for thank you so much for the host. Welcome to my stream. I hope you enjoy yourself half as much as I enjoy myself. Yeah. Do you see on the right hand side how everything is very square? There is like no smooth shorelines. That's what busts me. That's what drives me crazy, Chris. Why, Viardi? Do you know about this whole Technobrain garbage? Is it a scam? Because it sure looks like one. No, my ass. Texture that didn't texture shit. It looks worse than the default airport. Alright, so what is the weather? Whatever the fuck I'm going. Romeo, Juliet, Southern Carolina. Romeo, Juliet, South Carolina. Yamagata. I'm going to Yamagata, which in Spanish means call the female cat. Yamagata. 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 Ahua. Yamagata. My name is Nico. Oh, Yamagata. 2980 is my altimeter. Mr. Yamagata. Wax on, wax off, Yamagata. And we have a clear skies. Winds are basically non-existent. So we're gonna do the VOR runway 19. Mr. Jordan, how are you, Michael Jordan? How you doing? I'm doing amazing. VOR Alpha runway 19er. Let's see. So that means that we are going to, no, that's bullshit. I don't like that at all. Arrival, what if I do the VOR Alpha? No, I don't like this at all. Let's do the, oh yeah, man, Vegas is gonna be definitely fun. I agree with you, my friend. It's gonna be a lot of fun. What the hell is going on here? Is it really that I'm staying with AJ. I'm staying with AJ. Him and I got an Airbnb, and I heard you are going to be right next door. Um, am I going to stay next door? I mean, I don't know. I'm staying in the. I know, man. Don't rub it in my fucking face. I made a mistake. I spent money for shitty scenery. Enough. Let's move forward. I'm staying at the what's the name of the hotel? The Cosmopolitan. Oh, it is nice. So you're staying with Grand Point Niner? Let's see. All right. So what are we doing here? So we are going. We're doing an approach. Let's see. There should be some terrain here. Vadara, right? What the fuck is Vadara? Vidara, right? Air above. Dude, either you have autocorrect or you just totally drunk. Or both. Oh, okay, sorry. Never mind. Sorry, I'm fucked up. You're not drunk. You don't have autocorrect. I'm the idiot. So, a ver, so it's Romeo, Juliet, South Carolina. Okay, so let's see. Wait, so do you live in Vegas, or your name is Vegas Flyer because you like Vegas? Okay, now I understand why they want me to go around so much. Because this is pretty hectic. It's in the middle of a huge valley. Do you gamble a lot or no? Man, if I lived in fucking Vegas, I'd be broke. I'd be selling my simulator. So, because when I go to Vegas, I get out of control. Well, not out of control, but you know what I mean. That makes sense. Yeah, but that's a nice trip. That's romantic. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't say a gambling problem. I just say that when I don't go to the casino often, but when I do, I like to play. I play 4 times, actually no, 3 times in the World Series of Poker. I play the Borgata Open, the poker tournament, and I play 3-card poker, blind, blackjack, craps, baccarat, all the fun stuff. It's all good. Just wish for me the name of the hotline, the number for the hotline for the problems when people have a problem. What event is this, my friend? Oh, right, right. Well, obviously, I'm not going to be flying in the event. Are you controlling Minneapolis or what? Hey, Bretson, how you doing? I actually I enjoyed it too. I like Max a lot. He's a great guy. What's the largest field you paid in? What does that mean? What's the largest field you paid in? Largest field you pay in. What does that mean? Oh, you mean for okay? So you mean for for the poker? I think it was like five. I want to say it's like 5,000 of us. The last one was 5,000 of us. I'm pretty sure. I played 3 times. The fourth time I couldn't make it because I had an accident, but I played 3 times and I made the money twice. One of the times I made it pretty far. Yeah, Bretman, I enjoyed it too. He's a good guy. It definitely was a lot of fun. Yeah, and in the Borgata Open, which is in the winter here in Atlantic City. The last time I played before I retired, I think I was ninth place, so that was a big prize. And then there's all the other ones where I lost at the beginning and I'm not telling you about. How long was the World Series? It was like I think they go for like a week. Yeah, it was like a week. I left early, but it was like a week. Yeah, that's how I went to. You know, we were so poor when we came to this country that I went through college and I paid my college tuition by playing poker. I used to play online, and I used to have a little, you know, underground poker joint. It's nice. It's fun. Oh yeah, yeah, true story too. You know what? Like, yeah. I mean, it was tough because I used to work full time. Uh, Pompey, how are you? I don't know about serene, man. I mean, my voice and my language are anything but serene. But hey, I take it. Yeah. So what happened is, so I wasn't gonna go to college because we couldn't afford it. So then I started working full time at Merrill Lynch when I was like 17 years old, and because I didn't have a working papers, I was like non-paid. But I used to work like 80 hours a week, and then I used to go to school on Saturday, Sunday, and Friday night. So that wasn't that wasn't I didn't have the most pleasant college experience. I graduated after 3 years, and then I just went full time and worked full time. And the rest is history, my friends. My kisses and throwing the sim into a cup. Yeah, no, see that. My kisses are like, but throwing the sim in a cup, I mean, I don't know about that. I'm flying to Yamagata. That's true, my friend Verdi. That's true. That's true. No regrets whatsoever. I'm flying to Yamagata or Call the Cat. Oh yeah, these guys are gorgeous, right? So this is a custom BMP that I created. I hand you these touches myself. Oh, I'm glad that you like them. Do you think you will be able to land at Lucla Airport? Uh, the short answer is no, and the long answer is I tried and I failed. Although, granted, I mean, Oris Vectors fucked up my whole scenery, but I can show you what happens when I try to land at Lucla. There's a clip. Here we go. There's a clip right here. Yeah, that was stupid. That was bad. Yes, it was. Yeah, it was the time that I gave my neighbors a very good wake-up call. I'm watching clips from Max and I. That's why I'm quiet. No, no, no. He's my neighbor. All right, playboys and playgirls. My aircraft. You guys know that I fucking hate the autopilot. Oh yeah, yeah, that was good. Well, the problem is that Max was basically. I mean, I want you guys to keep a close eye on my platform right now. Watch, you see this? You see this? Well, that's what he was doing to counter the turbulence. So he was making it so much worse. So I just thought it was so much funny. Did I change it back to 7.3's proper sound? What does that mean? Alright, so let's see. I'm at 131 plus 5 is 136. Oh no, no, no! That's only when I put it on. When I put it off, it's going. The non-force feedback compensation. What does that mean? Spoilers are armed, auto brake is set, flaps 5, landing lights are on, engine start switches are on, and we are ready to land, my friends. Landing gear coming down. Flaps 15. Mr. Unicorn, how are you, my friend? Good morning, my friend. I feel such a loser saying good morning at fucking 1 a.m. You go full flaps. My 137 is my speed. 137, 136 actually. So that's gonna be my re-ref, my approach speed. The new Haneda, yeah, I just took off from there. It's a piece of shit. It's like the worst thing that ever happened to me. Wow, it's very pretty. Oh, it's the worst thing that ever happened to flight simulation ever.
10.
Yeah, no, it's like the worst thing that ever happened to flight simulation. You have like, I mean, like like Microsoft stopping FSX, the demise of Dovetail Games, and then the Tokyo scenery. My favorite airport, my favorite payware airport in Japan. Delete the bridge? Get the fuck out of here, delete the bridge. You delete the fucking bridge and then sell me the scenery. I'm not gonna go over there and start deleting shit just because you fucking suck. Okay, this taxiway is it's like too thin for a Cessna. I guess this airport is not meant for guys like me. Look at this taxiway. Oh no no no! I believe you. I just think that it's insane that that delete the bridge and it will work. Fuck you. My favorite paper scenery in Japan is Romeo Juliet Golf Golf. That's such a good scenery. It's by Pacific Flight Simulations. And look at that, I'm parked with all the helicopters. Something tells me I'm in the wrong terminal. It's supposed to be me and a bunch of helicopters from the Japanese army, which doesn't exist. So I don't know what's going on here. Yes, that one. Yeah, that's so good. In fact, I'm flying there right now. I cannot fly there. After that departure from that airport, I have to make myself feel better. Yeah, it's our. Yeah, it's nice. So, alright, so our. Okay, so we're not that far actually. Where did I just fly to? Wait, how about Nagasaki Airport? That sounds like it could be a good one, right? I did try it. I mean, it's just that you have to fly from New Zealand. It's such a long flight. You know what? You know what I'm really dying to fly to, and I'm gonna do it. I'm dying to fly to Echo November Tango Charlie. I wanna I wanna just fly around there. It's so good. I saw Chewy landing here earlier, and I was like, "Fuck, man! I love that bridge visual approach." Oh, I love this airport so much. This is my favorite airport. So fucking good. Now see, this is a payware that's worth your money. We are at Mr. Unicorn's home base. We are at Tronso. Yep. But look at the quality of the scenery. I don't know if you guys could tell, but it's so good. Look at the progress. Minus 2,100%. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, this looks pretty fucking sweet. But like it doesn't do it justice. At all. How do you call it? Yeah, like in the stream, you can't really appreciate it. The sounds, because I spend a lot of time and money on sounds. I was saying I have over 30 speakers all over the room, the simulator. And then I also have like the 4K screens, just make it so good. Well, okay, so I can't be an affiliate because to be an affiliate, they make you sound like a W-2, and because like I have a potential conflict of interest, so I can't make money outside of my outside of my outside of my business unless I get permission from the SEC. So so that's why, yeah. So like yeah. So like that's why I can't do it. Such a long process. Every time when I get a business approved, I have to fucking send the corporate resolution, formation documents. How it's not gonna interfere with my business, So it's just it's not worth it. And that saves you guys money because you guys can donate or you can subscribe. So it means it's free shit for you. Exactly, free Nico, man. Who said there was no free lunch? Is it a free lunch? Okay, so my wife asked me to pick up something from the car downstairs that she needs tomorrow and not to forget. And I told her 10 times I'm not gonna forget. But the truth is, I'm totally gonna forget. Uh, so I'm gonna go quickly to my car, which is literally downstairs, and get that shit for her before I forget. If I'm back in 2 minutes and you're not here anymore, I understand. But I should be back very soon. Oh, look who's here! The one and the only, Mr. Maxwell. Okay, like I was saying, I have to go down to my garage and get something for the baby from the car. because I'm gonna forget, and my wife is gonna be like, "I told you, you forgot." So I'll be back. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Card keys, very important. Sometime this summer. Yes, we're doing a flight. Well, I mean, I wouldn't call it a flight. Uh, I wouldn't call it a flight. Good morning. I'm going from what's the name of this place? From Tromso to Tromso. How much housekeeping and admin? Zero. None. All right, so everything is the same, right? Zero fuel weight is 119.8, 119.8. Reserves are 2. All this bullshit. I hate doing this shit. 6,000 is my cruising altitude. Um, we got takeoff 1, flaps 5. Center of gravity is going to be 22.1. 22.1. Departure. We're going to have depart runway 19. We're going to do the whatever the fuck this is. Departure. And the arrival is going to be the 19 with a 1 mile threshold. And just a visual approach. Mint. But right now I'm eating there's Italian lemon cookies. They're so good. Oh yeah, no, it's amazing.
V1. Rotate.
Well, now with the 737, you do that with like a turboprop. That you do it with like a smaller plane. But this guy, you don't do that. I mean, I don't know about your brake failures, but what I do know is that in the TBM and other aircrafts, you do that. But you know, so you don't have any vibrations in the fuselage. But With this big planes, you don't need to do that. It's a shame you guys can't see the scenery. It's so good. Alright, so we are here in the fork. Let's go left. Well, there we go. Ailerons neutral. That's your answer right there. No, 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 no. What aileron said is that is that what you're saying is that the plane automatically applies brakes when you retract the gear. Is that correct? Ailerons neutral? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. Well, you probably watch a lot of Steve-O. He always says, "Okay, brakes and then gear up." But that's a TBM. That's a different plane. Okay, now we can do the visual to circle to land. Runway 19er. Now we follow this little body of water. Go around that little island and then circle to land, runway 19er. I just fucking love this approach. Let's go flaps 5, please. Which yoke do you use? I use real yokes from 737-800 with an active control loading. Gear going down. I agree, my friend, Mr. Eleanor Neutral. Why am I mean, Mr. Brian? I'm actually not mean at all. I'm actually very nice. Let's go ahead and get configured here with flaps 40 because I'm going to do a very short final. Oh, got it. Yeah, I do have a lot of Boeing stuff. It's funny because one time when it became public that I built a sim, basically like one of the only sims in the world that uses 100% parts from the real aircraft, and it has full motion, and it's privately owned. Boeing sent me like a huge box, and I opened it, and it was all about 737 T-shirts, hats, golf balls. It was pretty cool. Okay, there's my bridge. There's my island. The camera is shaking because the cockpit is shaking. Okay, here we start our turn to final. Yeah, my friend, trust me, it's not that easy to find a scrap 738. And the parts that I got weren't like from the commission planes. They were actually from planes doing the C checks or D checks, and so a lot of them are not actually not that old. Like the MCP and the FEs, they actually weren't that old. I have a heads-up display which I can't figure out how to work it. Okay, I have the runway in sight. Wait, so what do you fly, Mr. Elleran?
Approaching minimums.
And then
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
for a U.S. carrier. Nice, good for you, my friend. I can. It's funny. I actually got a quote to actually bring it and set it up. Let's just say that the quote was over $100,000 just to fucking transport the whole thing, disassemble it here, transport it, assemble it in in Vegas, and then do the same thing and bring it home. So that's when I said, yeah, it's not really worth it. Well, it's not a ripoff. If you think about it, it's not a ripoff at all. I mean, you need engineers to do a lot of this shit. It can't be done by movers. Because if you're gonna disassemble the whole, the whole motion platform and stuff, right? Uh, it's not, it's not a ripoff. It's actually quite. I mean, it wasn't just one person. It was a couple of people. Did I build the motion sim or did I buy it? It's a combination of both. It's a combination of both. Basically, what I did is um, like it, it was a project that I had for years, and I had a how do you call it? Um, there is what I did is I used to have a single seat trainer, no, by by the major hardware providers, but I always wanted to have. Well, in reality, I didn't know what I wanted, but I always wanted a level D simulator, which in reality doesn't mean shit. It just means you have to spend a lot of time and money with the FAA getting your shit certified. But to make a long story short, what I did is I went to a lot of how do you call it? A lot of auctions where there were the head mechanics from each airline when they were doing like a major check. Like some planes go through through a jet, once a year they go through what's called a C check, and then once every I believe it's 8 years they go through a D check where they update all the avionics and stuff, right? So I went to a whole bunch of those in person, and and I mean you gotta think about, you gotta realize that a mechanic um, a mechanic is not looking for an entitled an entire like a complete throttle quadrant. They're not looking for the overhead. They're looking more for like pieces, for the landing struts and pieces for the flaps. So I basically outbid them. I think it took like about a year, where I would like I would get the two yokes, right. I would bid all of the mechanics because the mechanics weren't there. They don't need yokes. And then I bought the front the front and the forward and the aft overhead. I bought like even these lights. These lights are from the real plane. These guys are from the real plane. This is from the real. Everything is from a real plane basically, with the exception of, well, the printer. The A-Cars printer is a printer that I installed myself. But all the radios and stuff are all from a real plane. But most people, what they do is they do that and then they spend 10 years trying to take apart and clean and sand and do all that shit to the parts, and then interface them with prepare or explain, which is insane. So instead, what I did is I went to like the major manufacturers of simulators, and I said, hey, I'm gonna ship you an entire throttle quadrant, right? And it's literally as removed from my plane. And then I want you to give me a budget. I want you to give me an estimate, and a time estimate, and a money estimate. How long I could have it in my door with the Ethernet cable, and the Ethernet cable will connect to my avionics software, right? So I did the same thing for everything here, and then eventually I shipped everything out. uh, well, yeah, that's what I'm explaining right now. So I shipped everything else mainly to Europe, and then like I would ship like for instance the entire throttle quadrant, which happens to be also connected to this guy right here. No, the whole thing was one piece, and then what they did is they took it apart, they cleaned it up, and then they took all of the stuff that we don't need, and then they basically created circuit boards. Instead of cables, it's all circuit boards, which is to me was very important because like because I have a full motion sim, I can afford to have a million cables because cables come loose, and then something goes wrong. I don't know what it is. I don't even want to go back in there because it's such a pain in the ass. So I needed to have like circuit boards that literally have every cable within the board, right? And then just one cable from the board to the simulator. And yeah, and that's what I did. So believe it or not, if you ever look behind the simulator, behind the hood, you won't see spaghetti. You won't see cables. You won't see spaghetti. The only cables you will see are for the speakers because I have a shitload of speakers. How much was it to get the throttle changed from up to? Uh, I mean, the problem is that like a lot of the same companies did a lot of stuff, but I believe the throttle quadrant to change to P3 was about 20,000 euros from as removed to interfaced. So it was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot. Like I mean, I am I'm extremely conservative when I say that I spend $2.1 million in a simulator, because the reality is I spend a lot more than that. But you know, I mean, there's no need to give an exact figure, right? And it is insured by law. It's insured against fire and flooding. And you're probably thinking, wait, I live in penthouse in Manhattan. Why do I need flooding? It's a very simple reason. So the law in New York is that every building, every 6 feet, has to have a like it has to have a sprinkler, right, in the roof. So that means that if it detects heat or carbon monoxide or smoke, those things could go off. Now they are known to go off sometimes for no reason, for no good reason. And I have four in this room. So if that were to happen, right? And I'm away, call it I'm away for a week, and that happens, right? It will flood the entire simulator, and then it will be worthless. So that's why I have the flooding insurance. Yeah. No, no, no. Well, I mean, I got a good deal. How has re- uh, how has reliability been? I mean, I am not lying when I tell you that ever since I finished the sim, the only work that I had to do was like aesthetic work. Like, okay, installing the GoPro cameras, right? Getting on one PC to do everything else, and having, like, but in terms of the motion platform and the simulator, nothing has ever broken. Sourcing and oh, well, okay, okay. See, uh, what you just said, the key of what you just said is sourcing a new flap level, right? But you already know this, but most of yours probably don't know. So I'm gonna explain to them. When they say a flap lever, right? They don't mean a flap lever. No, they mean, hold on. So this is your flap lever, right? Now, right now, the flap lever goes only down to about all the way down to the throttle quotient, right? What he's talking about was was the flap lever actually goes all the way down to the mechanisms in the bottom of the plane, and that's what they're probably talking about, right? It's not just this metal flap lever. Uh, it was pretty good, 72 feet per minute, and it was actually nice. Thought about getting a hut installed. Well, this is the story. So I actually got a hut. I purchased, ironically, was one of the most expensive purchases I did. So I purchased a heads-up display from a 737 900, which was almost new. Okay, and then the problem with it is that, you install it. You basically install it up here, right? And then it comes out. It's like a big box over here. But the problem with it is that interfacing it to work with the simulator, I mean, I have yet to find a reliable source of doing that. So that's why it's not installed. It's a shame. It's like sitting in storage, and that thing was fucking expensive. But until I find, like, I'm not gonna put a heads-up display here just for show. That's a fucking waste of weight and money. So like, I'm not gonna install it until I could find like a reliable solution. So for now, I mean, the quotes I gotten were like $50,000 to get it interface with the simulator, but it was half-assed, so it's like not even worth it. So yeah, so this bad boy, how much is it to get a sim like that? To get a sim like this, there we go. Right now, I will be guessing it's closer to 2.5 million, but hey, that's what I pay for it. But that's not including your own time. Well, I'm not gonna include my own time because if an insurance company is gonna come here and determine how much this is worth, they're not gonna ask me how many hours did I lock, right? Or if I sell it, the buyers and they give it two shits about how much time I put in it, right? It's all, I mean, it's a finished product. So like, I'd be lying to you if I say that my sim is worth 3 million or 4 million just because my time is valuable, because it was my choice to work on it, right? It's not like I did it for a living. No, 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 no. That's it. Just one computer run. No, well, well, it used to be a bunch of computers until I was able to build two monster computers. And when I say monster computers, I'm talking about I could probably mine Bitcoin in the computers, right? One of them is only running prepared in the three screens, the wraparound screens, and then the other one is running everything else. And by everything else, I mean everything else. When it was finally finished, did I fly the same 24/7? No. Alright, so how many hours did I put in it in order to build it? I want to say I put about 100 hours. But then again, I mean, are you not compared to my day job? I mean, that's insane, right? You can't do that. I'm from Argentina, but I live in New York City. Yeah, and so yeah, but I remember like, so when I finished assembling this, right? Then there was a team of engineers that came from Belgium, and um, why you not just buy a Series Jet? I don't know. Why would I buy a Series Jet? Soy argentino, maestro. ¿Vos también? I mean, the funny thing is that I could very well. Yes, that is correct. Yes. So I have a computer that I'm looking at right now. That if you guys look at in the stream, do you see? Okay, do you see a screen? You will see a screen right on my left if you're in the stream. So that computer, this is a monitor, and here I have everything. No, the flight dynamics, uh, the flight dynamics, and all of the tables were purchased and licensed by Boeing. So aileron neutral could tell you himself how much that is. So if there's a ripoff, no? And and yeah, so the only like right now, if I look at the outside view of the plane, it's just a black dot. There's no outside view, no. And then the other question was, why don't you? Okay, yeah, that's funny. So I could very well go into the owner of a Series jet and say how much you pay for it, and he'd be like, "Oh, I paid 2.2 million, right?" And I'd be like, "Well, why don't you just buy a full motion simulator?" Same question, right? Oh, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. I mean, I have 2,000 hours. The jet is only 1.2. No, man, no, no. Redo your math. The jet is not 1.2 million dollars. It's 2.2 million dollars. It is SIM certified. Okay, so yeah, so the SIM was certified by. It was a level D certification. I had two airlines that rented it out for operations. One of which was Delta, and the other one was Copa Airlines. And I had an issue with the Delta Airlines because I because I like The instructor wanted me to be out of the house. And I was like, do you understand that I fucking live here? My wife lives here. I didn't have a kid back then, right? But do you understand that this is my house and I'm not going anywhere? Well, then I can't work. I was like, so don't fucking work. Get the fuck out of my house. So then that's when I was like, you know what? Maintaining this whole level lead thing is total garbage. And it's expensive and it's a pain in the ass. Right. Well, yeah. I mean, buying a jet is, I mean, not cheap, but it's relatively cheap. But so, okay, so the variable costs that I have to run the simulator are about $1,200 to $1,500 a month, which basically is my electric bill because I had to have a lot of custom electric lines put in here, and this sucks up a lot of electric, right? The insurance, I don't pay for it. And like, so yeah, so basically, like, but if you have a jet and you want to go flying, I mean, it's again, you're flying, you're not in a simulator, but it's expensive. And the maintenance on that jet is actually super expensive. Well, Brian, I mean, it all depends on where you're from. No, like my series, which I have a 2017 series SS22 Turbo. No. It's electric. I mean, they don't really do hydraulics anymore. The electric are so much better. Electric. There are six electric actuators. They're all made by Schneider Electric in Germany, and the motion controller is also made by Schneider Electric in Germany. I mean, get an icon and park it in your garage. No, I mean, no. I mean, the point is that like it depends, right? Like, so I was saying that I have a 2017. It was delivered to me like a couple months ago. 2017 SR22 Turbo, fucking gorgeous plane, and I have 37 and a half hours into my PPL, so I can't fly it. And right now I have a part at Teterboro, right? Teterboro charges me um, a good amount. They charge me like $1,100 a month just to store it because I want to store it in a hangar because I have never used it. I want it to stay nice, no. But this summer I'm getting my PPL and I'm gonna fly the shit of it. But then again, then there's other airports where it only costs $200 a month. Well, that's not bad. 1,200 bucks a month is not bad. I mean, I think it's pretty bad. Do I own a Fortune 500 company? No. 1,200 bucks? I mean, it's not cheap. No, I don't own a Fortune 500 company. I own a hedge fund that sometimes invests in those companies, but I don't own any of those companies. I agree. I mean, if I want to keep it not hangared, it would be like $600 a month. Hanger is like it goes up to like I think it's like 13, something like that. The small airport by your house is a $40 a month. So wow. But they store it where? They just leave it in the ground, right? Do I have a stockbroker? I don't have a stockbroker, no. Isn't Teterboro the easiest GA? Well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say the easiest. I don't have a stockbroker. I mean, that's what I do for a living, right? I'm not a stockbroker, but like I run a hedge fund, so all my money is invested in my fund. So that means that if we go down, if I go down the ship, everybody goes down with me. I mean, you guys keep asking me what I do for a living. I'm kind I'm kind of vague, but here it's the description. Yeah. So if you guys have any, if you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and shoot right now because I'm in those weird moods where it's late and I am willing to answer any question that you have. Because if you ask me some questions, if you ask me when I'm streaming and I'm having fun streaming and I'm flying, I won't tell you to go fuck off, but I will give you a look that basically means the same thing. Oh yeah, I am tired. I mean, it's 2 a.m. It's 2:20. It's 2:30 a.m. in New York City. I usually wake up like around 6 a.m. and then I go back to sleep, and I wake up again at 9 a.m. So yeah, so I'm pretty tired. I don't drink, so the answer is no. Is there any way we can pay for mentorship calls? If you rephrase that question, I'll answer it. The Nico look and a comment on where to put your phone. It's true. It's true. True story. What's a mentorship call? I don't understand. I mean, about a simulator, you don't have to pay for that. You have to ask. You have to ask Gibbs because you have to ask Gibbs because I mean, if it was up to me, he would be here every day. Do you watch any sports? Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of football, soccer, not the other football. Um, why the poor mailman? Why not? And then in fact, I'm going. Um, in fact, I'm actually joining the Argentinian concentration in Moscow. So after Las Vegas, I'm gonna go to FS Expo, and then from there, I'm going straight to Vegas. Um, I'm going straight to Vegas. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm going from there to New York to pick up my baby daughter and my wife, and then we are going to Moscow. We're gonna meet. We're gonna meet. We're gonna. I'm gonna stay in the concentration with the players until they lose. Yeah, no, yeah, oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of Messi. I met the guy. I met the guy in real life. I met him in Barcelona many times. And I have a place. I don't know if you guys heard of it. Called Camp Nico. Camp Nico is it's this wonderful weekend home I have. Like it's like summer camp for adults. And then Messi came with his wife and his two crazy kids. The crazy the kids. And they came and we had like a nice Argentinian asador. It was nice. Oh, trust me, I am not thinking that they lose. I'm just thinking that the last World Cups, ever since I was alive, have been a big disappointment. So, so that's why I'm saying till they lose. I mean, if they win, that would make my whole year. Exactly. Argentina. I wouldn't say no, 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 no. I know that's not true, and I don't want to. It's too late for to get into an argument about that, right? But like I mean, if you lose in penalties against Chile in the Copa America, and then you lose to Germany, which beat Brazil fucking 100-0, right? In extra time with a wonderful goal that they made, that's not joking. If you have 100K to invest, do you have any advice on what to invest it? Hold on to your cash. Trust me. Whoa, whoa. You mentioned about the other four. No, 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 no. The other promotion sim is not in storage. The other promotion sim is in Camp Nico, in my weekend home, which is here in upstate New York, and it's there, but it's not in storage. It's full motion and it's fully ready. 1986. I was born in 1980. 1986. I was 6 years old, and we didn't even fucking have a TV because we were, like I said, we were fucking poor like fuck. So we didn't have a TV. I used to live in Buenos Aires, in Lanús, in Buenos Aires, and we didn't have a TV. So like to me, that didn't happen. The other sim is an SR22 turbo. Oh, you can ask right here. I have so much fucking security in that place that I could give you my address. It wouldn't even matter. I know that was amazing. And that literally, and what followed after that, 3 minutes after that, was the best goal of in history. I think that there was a guy. I think it was a guy on in the chat. His name is Seba97. Well, you are from Argentina, right? Oh, here he is. Armani. What? What? George Armani? ¿Qué es Armani? Ok, a ver, vos qué pensás del mundial? ¿Cómo nos va a ir? Yeah, it's 2017. It's a G1000 with the perception or whatever it's called, whatever the fuck they call it, and the night vision and all that good stuff. ¿De dónde sos, Sebastián? ¿Sos? ¿De dónde sos? ¿De Buenos Aires? ¿Sos de Morón? ¿Zona este? Mirá, buenísimo. Sí, conozco muy bien Morón. Yeah, exactly, that's it. Yo nací y me crié en Lanús Oeste. No, please don't, Brian. I'm just kidding. You're right. Dude, honestly, you should sue your school. Um, well, like I said, you should probably sue your school. Qué lástima. You see, that's how you know that guy's a real pilot. Nico is my real name. Yep. Oh yeah. That's right. They corrected the comandante to commandant. But okay, my friends. Oh, by the way, Pompey, you are all set. Type something. A ver, type something. Your girlfriend says. Your girlfriend says that my accent makes her very happy. Well, don't get jealous, my friend. Tell her I say thank you. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Mi maestro argentino de Morón, gracias por así que bueno, maestros, thank you so much for everything for stopping by, and I hope that you join me again. Okay. We're still going with it. No, no, no. I'm tired. I don't want to do it anymore. Unless you have a fucking real question, I stick around for like another minute. But I'm tired. Wait, hold on. Verity, do you have something? Or you were just being a troll? Okay, my friends. Thank you so much. Okay. Tomorrow I'll be around as usual, and take care. Ciao. Oh yeah, it was fun with Mac. It was great.